Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Afro Reviews. On the latest episode of the classic series, I examine my favorite art film of all time, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay, I will admit that this movie is not for everyone, because it defies a conventional narrative and it is ambiguous. Some people will find this movie just as boring as I find Jerry. However, what makes 2001 a magnificent film is that it has significant ideas that are more thought-provoking than seeing Matt Damon and Casey Affleck walk through the desert for 100 minutes. At the initiation of 2001, Stanley Kubrick examines the beginning of mankind as apes form alliances and fight against others. In an important scene from this chapter, an ape kills another with a bone. The camera focuses on the bone as Kubrick changes the setting to 2001, where spacecrafts and other innovations are dominant. 2001 transforms into a space opera about two astronauts traveling to the other side of the universe to extend human life. However, they never realize that their greatest enemy is not time or illness, but the innovation that controls their current lives. HAL 9000 was arguably the best and most original villain in movie history. With HAL 9000, Kubrick displays man's excessive reliance on technology as it could lead to the dawn of man. Kubrick was a master at creating suspense and shock for his audience, and it was on grand display in various scenes. For example, the Stargate sequence near the conclusion is one of the most haunting scenes ever because it captures the fear of the unknown perfectly. I would comment on other symbols and sequences, but that would be spoiling the fun for anyone who is unfamiliar with 2001. Normal mainstream films would not dare to be as long as 2001 because the sequences add to the morbid mood that surrounds the subject. Obviously, others will say that these scenes detract from the experience, but I recommend that they try to absorb the atmosphere. 2001 is also not a movie where you can only watch it once. Most people will be confused by 2001 after the first viewing, but Kubrick was not a director known for directing movies that only required one viewing. A prime example of this was the late critic Pauline Kael, who hated every Kubrick movie after Lolita. She was known for only watching a movie once. Kubrick turned into an art house director, and she was overwhelmed by his approach to filmmaking. At the end of the day, it is fair to dislike 2001, but it would be harsh for someone to call it one of the worst movies of all time. Even if it is not your cup of tea, 2001 has importance to the film community, and you can at least respect that. As for me, I think it is the masterpiece of the 60s. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.